We're finally able to now use IBM SPSS modeler to gather Twitter data. We'll create a new stream, and from the Sources tab, we'll drag out a user input node. By double-clicking on the node, we can add the variables we wish to give to the Twitter script. The first of these is Q for the search term, which is a format string, and we'll give this a value of fracking. The second is N for the number of Twitter results to return. This is an integer with a value of 100. We can click OK and add another node to the stream. This node is an rTransform node found under the Record Ops tab. After we drag that node out to the stream, we can right-click on the user input node and select Connect. This will give you a little handle that you can drag to the rTransform node to connect the two nodes. Double-click on the rTransform node to display a syntax window that you can put our script into. We will simply paste the exact R code we debugged in step 3 into this window. Instead of hard coding the search term and number of results returned, we want to read these values from the input node. In order to do this, we do have to make a few minor changes to the code. We change the variable q.col to the value of modeler data $Q. The modeler data $, part of the string, tells modeler that this value is coming from a node. Q is the name we gave the keyword field in the user input node. We reassign the variable N.col in the same fashion. It now holds the value modeler data $N. We also need to make a minor change to the search Twitter function. The function takes in the variables q.col and n.col. If you recall, the value of q in the user input node was of type string, but the search Twitter function is looking for a character vector. Strings and character vectors are not the same, so in order to change q.col to a character vector, we must use the R function as .character. The last and biggest change we need to make to the script is to add 3 new lines at the very bottom. These lines handle the final results gathered from the R code. These results are called the modeler data. You can think of this as the data inside a table. Currently, this information consists of the user input data, Q and N. The first of these new lines adds a third piece of information to this modeler data, namely the text returned from the search Twitter function. If you wish, you could also add the other 3 pieces of information created, screen name and ID, gathered from the Twitter search function, but I've chosen to simplify it in this example. The second new line creates a variable named var1, which describes this third piece of information. You must provide a field name and field storage. The other 4 parameters in this line can remain empty. The field storage of this information is of type string, and I've given it the name tweets. The last line creates the final structure holding the data. This is referred to the modeler data model. You can think of this as the table holding the data. This model consists of 3 columns, Q, N, and now added is the information being held in the variable var1, which I named tweets. We are now done modifying the code, so click OK. The last thing to do before running the stream is to add another node to hold the output. This will be a table node found under the Output tab. drag it out to the right of the R-transform node and connect the two nodes. Running the stream produces a table holding the modeler data, Q, N, and tweets. As you can see, we have definitely gathered 100 tweets, all containing the keyword fracking. Now that we have harvested tweets, we can use the results with other modeler nodes to produce some interesting visuals. If you have the IBM SPSS text analytics package installed in Modeler, you can drag out a node for text mining. Connect the R-transform node to this new node. Double-clicking on the text mining node will open up its properties window. We simply need to give it the field name to analyze. If you recall, from earlier in the example, I gave the results of the Twitter search, the name, tweets. You will find this name in the field list. Running this stream again will generate a corpus of words found in the harvested collection of tweets. If you select fracking from this corpus and click the map button, a concept map of the most frequently used words will display. If you're using the nodes from Text Analytics for the first time, it may take several minutes for the results to appear.